guys? John here. Titan Talk Tuesday. Let me just do something real quick for my Instagram. I definitely messed up on this thing, I think. Let me make sure that I get on here. Oh, I'm not doing that. Okay. Well, I'm getting back on Instagram here. So, all right. So, thank you guys for all joining in. Instagram's going to come in here in a second. So, I'm just going to give it one little minute to catch up to everybody. It's my fault. I had it up and then I put it down, and now people are starting to come on. So I appreciate it. Everybody joining in. Thank you guys for joining in for another Titan Talk Tuesday. I got a great show for you guys. A lot of crazy things happening this weekend. If you guys didn't get to check out social media or Instagram or Facebook, check out those stories. There's a lot of crazy stuff that's on there from this weekend. Good stuff. All good stuff. So what's up? What's going on, Antusa? What's going on, Pat? How you guys doing? Dr. Jack, what's going on? Quell Lovin', what's going on? Everybody out there, you guys are joining. Thank you guys for joining for Titan Talk Tuesday. So, if you guys didn't see any of the stories or anything that's going on the social media, this weekend was the St. Pete Art and Fashion Week and the fashion show, which Titan Medical Center was one of the main designers, and we were also the presenter of this, right? So it was one of the title sponsors of this event as well, which was a great event. It was on 9/11, so that's a day that I hold dear to my heart because it's a big day for our country. We lost a lot of people. But it was benefiting 9/11 victims and families. So it was for a great cause as well. And it was a packed house. So big shout out to Donna Crowley, Lux Fashion Group, and everybody that was involved to put this thing together. Did an amazing job. The venue was amazing. So, we really had a good time. We represented like Titans and Titanettes like we should. So it was just awesome. We stole the crowd. We rocked it. So big ups to that. If you guys have not checked out the video, go check it out in the post after this live. You guys are going to love it. I promise you. It was a great video put together. It's about 6 minutes, but it's very entertaining. Keeps your attention too. So really, really cool. All right. So let me talk about anything you guys want to talk about today. Bring up questions to me. Anything you want, right? Kicking rocks around. Rep my Titan apparel here on the summit while watching and fam. Love you, bro. I hope all is well out there. Vox, what's going on? The Silvers, Alon, what's going on? Turbo Haas, Hulk Squad in the house. What's up, guys? So, I was just talking about this last weekend. So Saturday was a really busy day for me. I had to coach my son's game. And then I had to head right to this fashion show, make sure everything was good beforehand. Obviously, the models had everything they were supposed to be wearing. And, we were all set to go. Amazing team behind us, too, as well. So everybody chipped in. Everybody pulled together. So it was a big win for Titan Medical Center altogether in the whole event. Anyway, so let's talk about Therapy of the Week. And if you guys don't know what we do here at Titan Medical Center, if this is your first time joining us on Titan Talk Tuesday, let's go over what we do. So we service 48 states. The only states we don't service are Ohio and Idaho. And at that point, we can help you out with anything from hormone replacement therapy for males and females, medical weight loss, vitamin and amino acid injectable therapies, our signature Titan ones you can't get anywhere else, rejuvenation detox, libido enhancers for both males and females because we both like to have that great pleasure status, right? We also do peptides. So peptides come in a number of different things from weight loss peptides, health as far as rejuvenation peptides, healing peptides, and libido enhancing peptides, right? So we have a number of different peptides too, and blood work nationwide. So we help you guys out with blood work nationwide. We set up all these different tests for you guys. If you want, we can do single tests. There's no insurance that's needed with any of our things. We don't take insurance. So it's real simple and easy to do too. All you have to do is call or text us, 727-389-3220. And you guys have any questions about any of the different services I asked about or I went over for you guys. If you have any questions about those, please hit us up. Let me know, all right? If you have any questions here, let me know. Vox, thank you. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Even at work, still tuning in. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so Zebrodin said HGH therapy. So we don't do HGH. It's highly looked down upon, by the DEA, all right? And it's not a controlled substance, but they don't want it prescribed. It was overly abused, prescribed before, and at that point, they're taking doctors' license. They were prescribing it for the wrong reasons. So Ingrid, I'll get to that detox work in one second, okay? So that's basically what it is at that point. So with us, we offer IGF-1 therapy, and it's a great, I think, not substitute, but alternative to HGH. Plus the peptide, CJC 1295 with ipamorelin or MK677. So the reason why is because if you take like CJC 1295 and ipamorelin, you're stimulating your pituitary naturally, okay? MK677, immunomortin, does the exact same. But with growth hormone, you're injecting growth hormone, and at that point, your body is going to rely on that instead of the pituitary producing, right? And what happens is it goes from the pituitary down to the liver, and that's what produces IGF-1, 2, and 3. But my point to this is that, if you can get from the start line to the finish line from, with IGF-1 and going straight to the source of getting exactly what you want to give you those benefits of human growth hormone therapy, then that's really the way to do it. I think it's a way better alternative. Plus, I said CJC 1295 with ipamorelin or MK is another great alternative. And these will be more natural to the body, too, as far as the peptides go. All right. So, Lena, what's going on? Vox, also, let me know a way I can contact you about our next appointment. So, just call or text the line, Vox, 727-389-3220. Get the message to me or whatever it is or what's going on, and I'd be happy to help you out. All right. How does the detox work? So, Ingrid. So, detox rejuvenation therapy. All right. So, detox rejuvenation is something we offer as far as glutathione, injectable glutathione, injectable NAC. We've got a couple other different options. Now, with this, they detoxify the body, right? And they help, especially glutathione and NAC are going to help liver functions, and that helps with processing everything through your body too as well. So you're not going to have to get sick with your detox, not eat anything, and just drink liquids, and not have a horrible time just going to the bathroom all the time and just not feeling good. Where glutathione and some of these other therapies that we offer can do the detox of the body as far as that goes, and actually make you feel better when you take it. And that's the win-win, right? If you can take something, helping detox the body and actually makes you feel better. So that's the benefits of glutathione, NAC, NAD. There's a couple other ones out there that we use too. So these are the main ones, though, that will really help you as far as longevity in life, a healthier life, right? Your organs and internal mechanisms working more properly. That's where these different therapies can really help out, okay? Hey, that's awesome. By the way, awesome fashion show. Thank you. Lab Track Clothing. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. The fashion show was awesome. This is our 4th year doing that show. We do multiple shows a year, fashion shows. I think we do 3 now. We do St. Pete Art and Fashion Week fashion show. We do Cars and Couture and the Fashion Gala. And then we do Swim Week, Tampa Swim Week. So really, really cool. So that's 3. 3 we do in a year. That's really good. Turbo has 13 says really looking forward to our appointment. Awesome. I cannot wait to help you. When I hear things like that, listen, it makes me excited because I know we can definitely help a lot of people out there, especially reaching their health and fitness and wellness goals. I think we do fantastic at that, and I'm really excited to always help people out there. So looking forward to it too as well. Looking forward to trying your products. Might put my dad in this too. Old school, definitely, man. I'm excited too. So, let me know which ones you're thinking about getting or putting him on or thinking about it for him getting, and we can maybe go over it and talk about it. All right. How does it work with competitors that are worried about being super physiological around a competition, but actually need TRT on a medical reason when they're not competing? Okay. So Zeebrutin 22. This is what I would say for competitors, right? And I obviously know a lot of competitors. I'm friends with a lot of competitors all the way to the top of the food chain. And with what I say to competitors, and we don't judge, but we can't condone. So if somebody tells us something, obviously, we don't want them to do anything that's going to harm their body or maybe against the law. But we definitely want to make sure we help the patient be as healthy as possible. So that's really where it's at. It's kind of a thin line, but at that point, our main thing is health. Health is number one priority, not getting you big or jacked or win a contest. But we definitely want you at optimal levels and helping you. So what I would say is if you're going to do anything else, I would try to keep it to yourself to a certain extent. And at that point, we have to go by what we see on blood and what we see by your symptoms. So that's the best way that I can answer that question for you, okay? But we definitely like to help a lot of competitors. Even our blood work's the most inexpensive in the country. There's a reason. It's because I know a lot of different people out there that don't want to get blood work, and they can't use the excuse it's the most expensive one out there. It's actually the most least expensive out there, so they can tell what's going on. If somebody says that I don't want to get a blood test because I'm really scared about what I'll find, that's just not a good way to think, right? If you just keep putting it off for that, something bad can really happen. You could actually catch things more in the earlier stages, possibly, if you're doing this blood work more regularly. And at that point, could possibly get a resolution or a fix to it a lot quicker, or not have to do something really bad or have things spread. All right. Health Glow Tanning Spa in the house. What's up? How you guys doing? Are you guys all dark? I hope you guys are all tan. God bless you, brother. Got to get back to work. Thank you, Vox. Get back to work. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. Juan, what's going on? Ingrid, thank you. You're welcome. I'm just curious in terms of how honest could a competitor be when they're really looking for legit TRT but also compete. So, it's this thing, as far as what the medical provider, ethically, what they have to do. And if let's say you're abusing pain medication, right? You're taking pain medication by the doctor, and you say, you know what, on other days I think I need more pain medication, so I'm going to go buy it, I'm going to take it. Well, these are controlled substances. So, I'm not comparing testosterone to painkillers, but I'm comparing controlled substances. Even if it's a C2 with painkillers and a C3, we're still talking about controlled substances. And a doctor, if he thinks that you're abusing medications, is not going to feel comfortable with giving those medications. So at that point, if things are going in that route where you're taking super physiological doses of medications like that, and you're asking a provider to do it for you, a good provider is not going to do it. Ethically, they don't feel right. Morally, they don't feel right. It's just not right. Now, with a competitor, I would say, listen, I wouldn't be airing out that business anyway. I would be keeping it to yourself. I mean, at that point, if you want to do blood work, you can still check vital organs and everything without doing that. And you can be on TRT, but at that point, if they see TRT and they see the levels are crazy through the roof on some things. Now, in most cases, most providers get lab tests like LabCorp or Quest, and the top of the range is 1,500. It doesn't show any higher than that. Unless it's an LCMS test, it's not going to show higher, and most physicians do not run that test. So most likely they won't know if you're running super high physiological doses to a certain extent. It's a little crazy, but that's enough about that. Fit Dad, what's going on? Dana Rick Carroll. Big Drew in the house. DC Baker. What's up, Jerry Burr 74? When it comes to HRT, for how long does a 56-year-old man have to do this? Is there an on-off, or what's the average cost? So, Juan, good questions. All right, so when you take hormone replacement therapy, that's exactly what we're talking about here. We're talking about replacing hormones that are deficient or not there or not optimal. And at that point, if you want to get them optimal and you're taking hormones to get them there, then you're going to have to keep doing those hormones to keep them there. There's nothing that's going to give you, that we can give you or you get medicated by, that are going to recharge the testes on their own, and your testes just are going to produce those good numbers. It just doesn't happen, especially with aging as far as we decline. So if you want to feel better and be optimal, you're going to take hormone replacement therapy as far as a replacement to get you there. So that's for the extended amount of time. There's not an on-off switch. With that, meaning that once you take it and once you get on, you can get off, but your levels are going to drop down probably dramatically. And there's medications you can take to try to bridge over back into a natural status for your testicles and your body and those mechanisms. But at that point, you're probably not going to feel as good. Okay, so that's really what the thing is. The thing out there people get scared about, hormone replacement therapy, testosterone replacement is a lifelong thing, and they set their head on that lifelong thing. Well, it technically doesn't have to be a lifelong thing, but if you want to get those results and feel that way, then you're going to have to do it for an extended amount of period of time. And if that's a lifetime, that's what it is. I know I wouldn't want to get off testosterone replacement therapy. After being on for 10 years, and really needed it when I got on. It wasn't just because I wanted to get big or anything like that. It's helped me dramatically. So I would want that over everything, okay? Average cost, that really depends. It's between $200 and $375 per month. That includes 3 medications, testosterone, HCG, your anti-estrogen, and then syringes, shipping, medical review. Everything is packaged in that price, okay? So if you have any more questions, please call or text us, 727-389-3220. Jessica Esrillo, what's going on? Attic Queen, what's going on? I hope you didn't find no dead rats today. I was looking at her story the other day. I'm like, oh my God, this girl is tough, man. She's going in there, no fear. I love it. All right, C. Borton, I guess my question is, do you guys kick people off therapy if their blood work shows super physiological around competition time, but they really need a TRT dose? We don't look for competition times. If you present that information, that's on you. At that point, we're going to follow up and ask you how you're feeling and everything like that. Now, if you know you have a blood test coming up, I would probably, prepare for it like any other test and make sure you're going to get the right answers on that test and everything's going to go smooth. It's the best thing I can say to that. All right, so TJ McNary, blood work is a fast way to find something that you didn't know was going on. Hulk Squad, 100%. I work as a trainer. A lot of competitors ask me to context is good. Ask me, so context is good. I appreciate it. You're welcome, man. I want to give you the most straightforward answers. I want to definitely help you for sure, even if it's blood work. So a lot of people, they do their own things, self-medicating as far as that goes, or have some other source. And I just tell them to get blood work. So at that point, they can kind of look over things and make sure that everything's going the right direction for them and there's nothing negative going on. So at that point, they can kind of monitor things for themselves. Or listen, we can always look at it too as well, the medical providers, and make sure that we get you on the right track if you're on the wrong track, or get you dialed in, or just get you feeling better. That's what it's all about, harmonic balance. Conan Vegan Fit, what's going on? Tic Tac. Steve Borton, sorry, some of the questions are redundant. You answered. If so, sorry. It sounds like I'm repeating myself. No, not a problem. Not a problem at all. I'm here for you guys. I want to help answer any question you have. Holden Outlaw, what's up, dude? The real Randy Rich, what's going on? Ignore my questions already. All right, I already answered them. I appreciate it. The worst thing the government is giving for free the snake bite. Yeah. The poison, right? Bill, what's going on? Mr. TD, man, there's a lot of people on here. Thank you so much. Juan, you're really welcome. There are worse things than testosterone, like doctors prescribing people for long periods of time. Yes, there's a lot of different medications out there that are FDA approved that are not too healthy and doesn't make people feel good at all, or actually really negative for them too as well. All right, so Ray Moss Robert, what's going on? Big Mac, what's going on? So let's talk about Tighten Up. We didn't get into the therapy of the week now. If you guys have any more questions, please shout them out, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. So Tighten Up, the injectable amino acid and vitamin therapy of the week. So this one's a good one. This is so we don't have a location in Palm Beach, but we service nationwide, so we can help you out with any of the service we do, blood work, the whole nine, from here, telemedicine with you. If you have any questions, please let me know. But we take care of everybody around the country. Not a problem. We've been doing this for over 10 years. So Tighten Up, Signature Titan Medical Center Therapy Vitamin Amino Acid Injectable Blend. Tighten Up holds a little place in my heart because Tighten Up is one of the first signature Titan blends that we came out with. And it's really cool. And it has a lot of different things in it that are going to help you guys out in a lot of different ways. So it has methionine, inositol, and choline, right? That's 3 ingredients right there in amino acids. Great for detoxifying the liver, great for weight loss. And then we talk about B complex, right? So that's a lot of different B vitamins in there. B12, good one for energy, nervous system, all these different things. So you have a complete Bs there. And we have leucine, which is a branched chain amino acid. It's an essential amino acid too as well. It's great for, not going into a catabolic state, for weight loss, and a lot of different other properties. L-Carnitine. So this is just another big one that we're adding on top of there as far as an amino acid wise. Great for a lot of different things. I know a lot of people love L-Carnitine by itself, but why just take an L-Carnitine shot when you can get all these other goodies along with it? They're going to help you guys get the results that you guys want. It makes no sense. If you have to take one insulin needle anyway, you might as well get all the bang for the buck you possibly can. All right, so and Tighten Up is easy, simple to get. It's one of our least inexpensive injectable vitamin amino acid blends. It's $180 for a 30-shot therapy package that can last you 1 to 2 months, depending on how you take it, depending on how it's prescribed. So you can take it every day in the morning. You can take it every other day. Now, depending if you take it every day, obviously it's going to be a 1-month supply. If you take it once every other day, it's going to be a 2-month supply. So you guys can stretch this out if you want to, or you can take it every day for maximum effect as well. With this, all you have to do is fill out the new patient paperwork. There's no blood work needed for Titan Up or any of the other injectable vitamin or amino acid blends. Just fill out the new patient paperwork. You can do that online via virtual, and you can do your telemedicine visit via FaceTime or Skype, or you can come into our beautiful office if you're in the area or you want to fly down. We have a lot of people that actually fly down, if you guys can believe that, to come see us here at Titan Medical Center. I have through the years. But if you don't want to make that flight or you can't get off work, take a lunch break, give us a call on our FaceTime or Skype, and you guys can see the medical provider. And then after that, you guys can order that therapy and a lot of other therapies too as well. And we can help you out with anything else that you need down the line. All right? I can tell you people. Can you tell people about DeSip? I truly believe it's one of your best therapies next to Hercules Potion. All right, so let's talk about DeSip. And DeSip has been used by a lot of patients now. Now, most of the results are pretty good. So DeSip is Delta Sleep Inducing Peptide. That's what it stands for. And it really increases delta waves in the brain. And there's different stages of sleep, and this is in one of those stages of sleep. And it's supposed to help, right, going into a more relaxed, deep sleep and into a deep realm, like REM sleep almost. So you're actually dreaming, you're getting good rest, and you're waking up refreshed. Now, some patients are really good, like Hulk Squad or anything like that. I know Art's been taking a little bit. He has to take a little bit of bigger dose. And, I don't even know. Art, is it working more? Or honestly.
I had to take more to get a little better, but I haven't up to I think I need to go even higher.
Okay.
But I've got like an extreme case of it, but it does help a little bit at least.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, so everybody's different. And I like to be totally honest with you guys and transparent. So, I won't tell you guys, but most of the patients get a good result from it. I know Hulk Squad gets a great result from it. There's a couple other people that have got great results from it. So, it just depends on what your case is, but I think in most cases it can help to a certain degree. There's some other ones that we can do as far as L-theanine. Now, I was thinking about making DeSip and L-theanine and magnesium in the same mix. I think that you will get a lot of better result from this as well. So I'm looking into some different formulas and therapies for you guys too. I think a lifelong thing isn't bad. I plan on 100%. Hold not low is 100% right. Like, if you have low testosterone and you're dealing with a lot of these symptoms from low testosterone or hormone deficiencies, you don't really know to the extent of how bad you feel until you fix it. And then you feel really, really good. And you're like, you know what, man? I never want to be like that ever again. I'm not going back to this. I know how that feels. I know how I feel now. I want this feeling. And that's really, really where it's at. Even people that have a phobia to needles. I have a lot of patients that do that right in the beginning. Nobody wants to give themselves an injection. And at that point, some people might ease them with creams. And they work their way up, and they're like, oh, finally. And then I want the injection because they get a little taste of how they can feel better. Or the patients do their first injection or two, and at that point they start getting the feeling of good, and at that point they're all in. They're like, I don't care. I'll take the needle. It's not a problem. I just want this good feeling. I want to feel better, quality of life to feel better, and feel great, tight and strong all day. All right, Finish DMK, what up, dude? How you doing, man? What's going on? What's going on? Everybody that joined us, we were talking about Titan Up, the therapy of the week. It's an injectable vitamin and amino acid signature therapy from Titan Medical Center. Great for weight loss, great for energy, great for hair, skin, nails, nervous system, all these different things in one little injection. Really, really smooth, really, really awesome injection. It's our most least inexpensive vitamin amino acid blend we offer. All right, cool. So what else we got here? Anybody got any other questions? All right, do you send to Australia? So, no, we can't do anything international right now. U.S. licensed pharmacies can only service the United States, but we are working on some different things for international patients. I want to definitely service them. I get a lot of different people from internationals. Like you guys wouldn't believe, like the other night we were at the fashion show. and we were all upstairs, and I went live, and it was ridiculous. And I have all these different people from all these different countries that are on there. It's not just the United States, so really, really crazy. So if I can hit some of these other different states, I'd be a happy camper for sure. And Australia would be a good one for sure as far as a country. Different countries, different states. I want to cover it all if I can, right? Mike Neal, what's good, brother? I know you've been repping out there for sure. I appreciate you. If I'm taking tests, should I take an estrogen blocker as well? Probably, most likely, you're going to probably want an estrogen blocker, as far as that goes. If you're taking testosterone, and especially on the doses like 200 milligrams or something like that, you're probably going to get aromatization, and that's probably going to raise estrogen levels or estradiol levels in particular. So I would definitely blood test, see where everything's at, and then kind of go from there. All right. Still Redmond 10 all the way in Seattle. Mike Neal in Seattle, dude. Traveling, huh? Awesome, bro. Awesome. Hussy Cam, what's going on? Kim Fit, I can't wait to get started. Thank you for the awesome leggings. I can't wait for you to get started too. I really want to help you out, get you to where you want to be at. And you're very welcome for the leggings. Least I can do out there. So big shout out, Kim. I appreciate you for always joining in too as well now. Fashion show. The fashion show was ridiculous, Hawk Squad, for sure, man. The video, if you guys haven't checked it out, go check out the social media after this on the post. The full thing's on there. I know on Instagram it's on the Reels, the IGTV. Facebook, it's on the page, so you guys can go check it out there. You guys are going to love it. Very, very cool content. A lot of the Titan and Titanettes were in it, obviously. We showed off some new fashions, which is really cool because we're a lifestyle. Titan Medical Center has evolved. We're not just a medical clinic, right? We are a lifestyle. We're not a clothing brand. We are a lifestyle. So at that point, we want to live the Titan lifestyle every day. But this video, Andreas Yepes kicked butt. And Jay Jacobs there, obviously Art was there with me. So it was a great, great show. You see Big Drew and Rodney in the background, all the Titanettes. They were kick-ass. Everybody did a great job. So big shout out to the team because that's what makes the dream, right? So it was a really, really cool event. Big shout out to Donna Crowley again and everybody that was involved. All right, so let's talk about some of these different things that are going on in the country. Dun, dun, dun. We know there's some crazy messed up things going on from mandates and all these other good things. But here in Florida, our governor DeSantis, is basically telling local governments that you cannot ask for COVID vaccine mandates. And if you do, you will be fined. And at that point, the fines will go into the millions of dollars. So this is really, really cool for him protecting us and the rights. Obviously, we've seen there's some different things, that we're talking about OSHA, for employers that have 100 employees and up are going to have to require vaccination mandates. And at that point, that's really messed up. I think the government's overstepping the reach to a certain extent. I think vaccinating yourself is a totally personal choice. Now, listen, I've got all the other vaccines up to date. From polio, I didn't get the chickenpox one. I had chickenpox with a kid, so that sucked. Wish I would have had that one. But everything else pretty much, right, that you need to go to school for and everything. But this one's a little bit different. I already caught COVID last year, got over it, asymptomatic. At that point, luckily, had not got reinfected. T-cell immunity, baby. All about that. Thymosin alpha-1, augmentation of T-cells. Anyway, back to my dude, DeSantis. So he's basically saying that any local government, any business that does this, they're going to get fined, and it's going to go up and keep going up. So big shout out to him for sure for representing Florida, and God bless him. I mean, he's been really, really good for the pandemic, for us anyway. Not killing our economy, just trying to make the right decisions. So if you like him, cool. If you don't like him, cool, I understand. But this is something that I would appreciate myself. So big shout out. All right, so TRT helps keep the 30-year-old girlfriend around. Oh, Tampa's rough. Got to keep up the lifestyle jokes. Yeah, so definitely, if you got the younger girlfriend or wife or fiance, you definitely got to make sure you're taking care of business, right? And you want to make sure that they're feeling good too as well. So I definitely understand that, and Tampa is rough. It's crazy out there, guys. So it's a jungle for sure, 100%. So you guys got to keep your head on a swivel out in Tampa if you ever come out here, for sure, 100%. Especially with some of these females out here. Hawk Squad said the fashion show gave me high blood pressure. Yeah, I'm sure. I know you zoned in on me too, right? I'd rather have a turn cough for 30 minutes than get the vaccine. Yes, and that's a bad thing to have for sure, Holden. Natalie, Renee, what's going on? Fitness DMK. it's an unconstitutional rule. We'll never see the light of day. Biden has way overstepped. Yeah, for sure, 100%. It's only a matter of time, guys. Don't worry. We're just keep sitting here and watching, and at that point, something is going to happen for sure, 100%. All right, so the next one, and this is really cool too. So this has to do with science, and I guess a movie that we like, right? Or maybe you like. So there's this new company right now. It's getting head by head genetic scientists, and the head of Harvard Medical School is involved with this company, and basically they've got funding for $15 million, right? And at that point, what they're going to create is they're going to create a hybrid mammoth and Asian elephant. This is cool, right? How long have mammoths been extinct for? A long time. So they've actually can pull DNA from bones, cadavers, I mean, pretty much anything that they can find fossilized, they can pull from DNA, just like Jurassic Park. That's where I was going with this. So this is kind of like that. So they want to develop this, and they say they can 100%. 100% they can develop this. But what they're going to be doing is not just taking a mammoth. They're going to actually gene edit and give this Asian elephant all the attributes of the mammoth. And it's going to look pretty much the exact same as like a mammoth. But what they're going to do is they're going to release these in the Arctic tundra. Really, really cold places, right? So the reason they said they're going to do this is that it will help climate control in what's going on. It will actually make sure the Earth is staying colder. They said that what happened before was with mammoths is they would stomp in the grass and insulate it, and it would be cold. So I don't know. They're saying that's the reason why. Climate change, and this is going to help the climate. So that's why they're developing these.
That's why they're doing it?
Yeah. Yep. And they don't care about making any money on this. They've already said that up front. So at that point, the $15 million is just for the startup, for the funding. And they're going to resurrect these species for sure, 100% now, 100%. That's pretty cool. Now there's some ethical things that go along with this too, right? Like, they don't want. People are out there like, hey, you're going to create a new species now. This is something that's never been around on our Earth, and usually when you create new species, this messes with the ecosystem, because our nature and ecosystem has already been made, and we already have all these different things. That's why when you take something from another continent, per se, let's say South America, a snake that is native to South America, and we introduce it, right? Like Florida right now with pythons, Burmese pythons. They're not supposed to be here. And what do? Somebody brought them here, had them as pets, flushed them, threw them out, whatever it was, and now they've taken over some of the wetlands here in Florida, and they've crushed, or not crushed, but they've definitely made a dent and cracked some of the ecosystem as far as that goes. That's why we're hunting them down here in Florida. There's big contests for that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So gene editing, CRISPRs, we talked about that, going involved with this. So, they can definitely make this. It's really cool. So they actually have right now where they've made these pigs. And the pigs, right, are growing human organs. And these are in clinical trials. This is in clinical trials right now. So what that would mean is, because they gene edited the pigs so that they would grow basically human organs. So it could be compatible. And at that point, think about that. We can have hogs or pigs, right? And they have human organs, and if you need a transplant, you can get one now. That's so cool. I mean, even if you got to pay a price for it, it'll probably be worth it because it's probably going to be your life. Especially guys that are going on dialysis, they're really close. I mean, just depending on where you're at, they might need a transplant. And they might not be able to get a transplant because the list is so long, where this could definitely change the game for a lot of different people out there. So very exciting. I like this one a lot, the whole science behind it, what we can do now. I mean, science and technology are moving at lightning speed. So really excited about that. Real life Jurassic Park, that's right. I thought the zombie apocalypse was going to start from the COVID vaccines. I guess I was wrong. This was what it's going to do was. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's definitely pretty crazy.
They're just elephants. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll be fine with the elephants. They're even going to make these elephants without tusks because they don't want poachers to go try to get the ivory. So that's pretty cool, you know.
Custom elephants.
Yeah, custom elephants. I mean, we're already having custom kids, right?
Yep.
So you can you can gene edit babies. At that point, you have designer babies, designer elephants now. We have designer dogs already. I have one. I have a Shih Tzu. So it's a Shih Tzu and a poodle. Hypoallergenic, the whole nine. So think about a poodle mixed with a Shih Tzu. One's really tall, one's really little. I don't even know how that went down, but I've got the result at home. So, yeah.
This is what wolves used to look like back in the day.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, wolves were the whole different thing. You know what? I'd seen it was really interesting, guys. If you have Netflix, go to the Explain series, and they have the one on dogs. It is so cool. Shows how they evolved and the whole nine, how they became domestic and the whole thing. So really, really cool.
And now we got pugs,
Yep. Yep. So yeah, pugs. Yeah, that's crazy too. Oh man. All right. So this weekend, Saturday, right? WCFL 30th anniversary. Can't wait. Rafael Garcia, big shout out. It's gonna be really, really good. So I'll be there. Can't wait to see the fights. It's gonna be on. Hopefully there's gonna be some grill fights because usually the grill fights are the best. I'm just being honest with you. They usually they get a little brutal in there. I'm trying to think what else is going on this weekend. I don't think anything else is going on except for that. The Hall of Fame show is on Sunday. That is correct. This week newsletter. The weekly news poll? So how would you rate your overall customer experience or patient experience with Titan Medical Center? 1, I'm very happy. Titan service is top notch. 64%. Yes. All right. And I'm not a patient, but I'm planning on becoming one soon. 14%. It's okay. 14%. Man, I want to help those people out. I really want to get those people's names so I can at least talk to them and see what can we do better, for your patient experience or as you being a patient. And then we have 7% not happy at all. Please contact us directly if you check this. So 7% of people, if they do have a problem or you have a problem, contact us. We can resolve the problem. We can find out what the issues are. I don't know about every single little problem that goes through here, but I usually find out about most of them. It's either somebody tells me in the office or somebody will write me direct and tell me, hey, listen, there's an issue going on, and I'll jump right in. So if you have an issue, call or text that line, 727-389-3220, and I'll make sure we jump on and get that experience like it should be. The Titan standard right there for you guys. All right. Upcoming events, October 7th through the 10th, Olympia in Orlando. I cannot wait. It's going to be huge, huge production for us. Huge, huge giveaways. All types of different things. And a huge event in general. So I'm really, really excited because that one's right around the corner. October 13th, Tampa International Airport annual employee health and wellness event. That's going to be a really, really good one. We always hook up the TIA family. Free B12 shots too as well. The 23rd, Tim Gardner's MPC Hurricane Bay right here in Pinellas. Going to be another great event. November 13th, Cars and Couture 11th Annual Collectors Gala. This is going to be another fashion show. Bring the Titan rides. We're going to do it big. I promise you. And then after that, we've got Tim Gardner's NBC Atlantic Coast. We'll be down in South Florida representing right before Christmas. So I think that's it, guys. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you guys have any questions, please shout out. We can talk about hormone replacement therapy, peptides, ECAs, whatever you guys want. Just shout out to me. If you guys can't think of anything right now, don't worry. You guys can check me out Friday with Big Drew, Titan Lifestyle at 2 p.m. or back here next Tuesday, right, for Titan Talk Tuesday with me, John, CEO of Titan Medical Center. Please, guys, if you're on Facebook, share this. Instagram, put at and tag some people. You can also share this to your stories, too, as well, right now. If you guys are on YouTube, press the subscribe button. Hit the all notification bell. Plus, Instagram and Facebook, there's a little tri-dots at the top by our pages. Make sure you get our notifications and you guys aren't getting left out. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm John from Titan, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Titan Talk Tuesday at 6 p.m. with me, John, CEO of Titan Medical Center. Appreciate you all. Thank you, love. Thank you for the support.